While we're waiting for Geshe to enter the Kadampa, if you'd like, I invite you to chant the praises to the 21 Taras with me. Keeping, oops. Okay. In the Gold Prayer Book, if you turn to page 27, I believe is the number. And let's chant the 7 limb prayer in Tibetan one time. Gosum gupe gone chatselo Nyesham yitu cherti malubu Tomene saditun tam cheshat Kepa gewanam la jeirang Korwa matom bardule june Drola cherki kolo korwadam Da zhengen an jan chu chen porno. Now turn to page 97. 97. And we'll chant the short mandala offering and then the request to turn the wheel of Dharma. Saji perki shushing metog Duje Vrata mandalakam niryatayami.
We begin with the Tonglin practice, okay? Tonglin practice or meditation all together. Tonglin practice combined with breathing, okay? With breathing. First, think about compassion. Think about compassion, and also loving kindness and compassion. Think about compassion, loving kindness. So then, according to Lamrim teaching or like Guru Puja, what we need to understand in order to develop compassion. So there's a number of ways you can develop, you can generate compassion. There's number of ways that you can generate compassion based on based on the Four Noble Truth. Based on the Four Noble Truth, it's especially the First Noble Truth. With understanding of the First Noble Truth, then from there you can develop, or you can generate compassion. So generate compassion based on fundamental confusions, or what it means like not understanding, not having clear understanding of the true truth, especially the ultimate truth, Kadampa. So then it's very, very hard to overcome from samsara. So you can concentrate on the fundamental confusions of other sentient beings, or you can concentrate on fundamental confusion of your own self. If you know, so that's one way to do. So then another, so then problems, the problems that we face in the day-to-day life, all kind of problems that we face day-to-day life. Could be, like physical difficulties or mental difficulties, whatever you can think. You can think about the physical difficulties of other beings, or mental difficulty of other beings, or your own physical difficulties or mental difficulties. You can think about that. So then that's going to be like the ground to develop, loving kindness, compassion. Okay. In order to do tolerant practice, we need to first think about compassion and loving kindness. So then after that, then you do, then you chant. So then you like send. Then you take, give and take. That's how it's been done. Okay. Or you can think about all the people who lost their life. Last couple of weeks. There's a lot of there's tragic news. People who's been, all the families who's been affected by that. So you can think about their pain, or you can think about your own difficulties. Okay. So then, space before us. Please visualize your lamas. You visualize your lamas. Lama, compassionate lama, kind lama, loving, very loving, kind, compassionate. Always thinking to how to liberate us from the samsara, and thinking about the welfare of other sentient beings day and night. Or you can visualize Tara, you can visualize Shakyamuni Buddha, you can visualize Lama Zopa Rinpoche. If you have received teaching from Rinpoche, you can visualize His Holiness Dalai Lama, you can visualize my teachers. If you receive teaching from them, you can visualize space before you. So then we'll chant stanza number 95, LC 95.
That's on page 154 in the blue prayer book.
So then breathing out, you are sending, you're giving, you are sending all your goodness to yourself or to other sentient beings. When you breathe in, then you take out unfavorable conditions of the other living beings. So then take on your self-centered ego, which is the root of all the problems. So when you take in auto-compassion, so then you take in, when you're taking in, then you take on the self-centered egos, then you just visualize their self-centered egos disappear for good. Okay. So compassion, compassions. Rangamiri chibi dunga simchala mina dunga tan namba so witnessing some kind of problems that you are going through or like someone else is going through, whether it's like physical problems or mental problems. That's how compassion arises. In order to generate compassion, we have to think some kind of problem that people are going through or you are going through. That's how Rangamiri chibi dunga jine simchala means. So there's like being that going through difficulties, that's the object of compassion. So that you then witnessing that or seeing that, then you develop the will to liberate that person from problems. That is compassion. So Rangamiri chibi dunga jine simchala dunga tanti namba jingi tsewa. So that mindset is compassion. Seeing somebody going through some difficulties, then generate, based on that situations, generate a will to liberate that person from the problems. That is compassion. ma Oh, so now the second stanza. How to think something positive when things goes wrong. How to think something positive when things goes when you hear some like difficult news, when like some of your family members, relatives, close friends going through some difficult, or maybe you are going through some difficulties. So according to Guru Puja, so how to think something positive when, especially when things going like going wrong, like not just one time, like one after another, like almost feel like like overwhelmed, feel like like pouring down like rain. Okay. So the understanding of karma, law of causality, is very, very important, so there is no one answer, so understanding of law of causality, emptiness, impermanent, Four Noble Truth, true truth, all of them are necessary in order to make our life meaningful. So this is especially the second one, like how to think positive, when things goes wrong or fall apart. Okay. with the understanding of five force or five powers, with the good understanding of the five power or five force. So then, with that understanding or with that knowledge, so no matter then what kind of appearance, whether they are like something good or something desirable or undesirable, so not to let your disturb your mind, rather use that appearance to to increase bodhicitta, increase bodhicitta, altruistic attitude. Use that. These two types of appearances, not let it disturb your mind, rather use them as a method or to use that on your own favor to increase altruistic attitude, bodhicitta, based on the knowledge of five powers. Yeah. So, Tonglen practice, I think the Tonglen practice that we already now learn how to do Tonglen practice. You can, visualize your exhale from your right nostrils out of loving kindness, all the goodness, form of light goes out. Whomever you are visualizing, close one friend, or lover, or maybe all living beings, visualizing, then all the goodness, particularly merit, particularly merit or positive thought, or then if you have some experiential understanding of Lamrim, so then please visualize that when you exhale out of loving kindness. So then it's like from your right nostril, it goes out, then goes into left nostril of all the living beings there you're visualizing. So minute they inhale that, so then just imagine, they all been liberated from all their problems, So what we think does matter. And you get immense benefit, that's the way to develop mental happiness. When your mind is happier, so then there will be a ripple of positive impact on your health and everything. So the mind is down, so then everything goes down. The mind is positive, so then there will be a lot of impact on your life. So then when you inhale from your left nostrils, so then all the problems, difficulties. Not just, we are not talking about headache, all of that. We are talking about, particularly talking about afflicted mind. So that, so to liberate from them, from the afflicted mind. So that's the real true liberation. So, so then, during Tonglen practice, if you chant, it gives you some time to think about the meanings. That's why you chant. So then last Wednesday, I explained in Tibetan, because we chant in Tibetan. So I explained the first line, already explained that first line. So you recite 3 times, make it equal, then you chant last line 2 times, then they will make, events, okay, even. So now, I already explained that, so now I will explain the second line, then we'll read, then go back to the teachings, okay. Machur, ma means mother, ma, same pretty much every word, every language, is called ma. Ma means mother, machur. Chur means has been mother, has been. So, this is important. In order to develop universal compassions, this has a concept is very, very important. Mature is not like you or all living beings. No, mature has been. Mature drowa. This migrator beings, mature draw. That's the short word of drowa. If you put all the word, it's not going to be stanza. It's going to be loose sentence. So they just put short, what you call like abbreviations. Mature draw. Draw means sentient beings, living beings. So way means draw, like sentient beings, difficult. Sentient way means S, S. I say, like if you say Geshe Gelek, then you put comma, then S, Geshe Gelek. I say, possessive? Possessive. Yeah, it's S, the way means possessive, machundo way, like living beings, sentient beings, all mother sentient beings, dig deep, all the mother sentient beings, negative thoughts, dig deep, afflicted mind, dig deep, afflicted mind. Or you can differentiate between dig and dip. Dig, say, prevent one to become liberated. Dip, probably prevent one to become enlightened. Or you can also divide it there, but it's not necessary. Just think about afflicted mind, disturbing thought. Dig deep. Dig deep means afflicted mind, okay? Afflicted mind, dig deep. Dig means digpa, that's the short word. Digpa, that's what dig. Deep, digpa. Or sometimes they are called obscurations, digpa. So then water. This is just water, hot water. That's job. Dig deep. Okay, dig deep. Afflicted mind. Okay, afflicted mind. Dungal. That's first noble truth. Dungal. The way I see it's like complications. There's complications. Dungal, the truth of sufferings. That's the first noble truth. That does not mean pain. It means it's much bigger than pain. It's not just pain. When you say truth of suffering, it doesn't mean pain. It means complication. Everything. Complication. Body complicated. Everything, this is kind of complicated, Dungal in Sanskrit is called tuga. Dungal. Kun means all. Dungal, that's how you say in truth of suffering, Dungal Demba, truth of suffering, that's called Dungal Demba. Dungal means, suffering. Tuga in Sanskrit. Kun means all. Majudvi, they do Dungal Kun, so. First one, tonight, you are thinking about your lama's space before you, or some holy object. Second line, you are thinking about the problems. If you are visualizing yourself, then you are thinking about the problem of yourself. If the object of Tonglen practice, if you choose yourself as an object, then there's problem of your own problems, on afflicted mind problems, one's own afflicted mind problems. If you are visualizing your children's, then they're like afflicted mind, their problems. Because first one's probably pain, second one's like it change. One day it's like feel like something good, second day not good, change. Then third one, the basically pervasive. That's like refers to the body complications. Because of this body, there will be complications like that. So during Tonglen practice, sincerely, genuinely, during Tonglen practice, there are many cases. Rinpoche said many times at the retreat, people have been healed. People have been healed during Tonglen practice, genuinely, sincerely. Majudewe did it, okay, out of compassions, not out of fear, out of anxiety, out of stress, out of obligations, purely out of compassions, thinking about the defilement, afflicted mind, the problems of one's own self. That's how we should think, not out of fear, out of anxiety, out of stress. According to Tonglen practice, that's how you think, out of compassions. Out of compassions. See, out of compassions, then you think about the afflicted mind. Not out of stress, like negative mind. Purely out of compassions, then you think about physical problem, mental problems. Mental problem here refers to afflicted mind, klesha. So then purely out of compassion. So that's how the Tonglen practice has been done. So then you take. Okay, oh yeah. So then maybe next week I will explain one line at a time, because if I explain all the lines at the same time, you may not remember. That's why I explained last Wednesday one line, today just one line. Ma, mother, churmin has been, do, migrator or sentient beings, where there's possessive, dig deep, afflicted mind, dungao, that's the first noble truth. Not just one. Kun means all, not just one, all. Yeah. So now back to the text. So where we stop? Alhamdulillah.
We were on 99, and you were going to review the 7-point mind training, you said? You said point number 7 had 16 parts. Or
Review the 7-point mind?
Yes, 7-point mind training text. But the next, so we did LC 99.
Oh yeah. Now, out of 7 points, the last Wednesday, I touched on the point number 6, right? Point number 6. Point number 6, what it's called? Point number 6. Tamara, you remember? Point number 6. 7 point, out of 7 point, point number 6.
Point number 6 is the presentation of the commitments of mind.
Oh, the presentation of the commitment, or called pledge. Actually called tamzik. Tamzik means pledge, Lojung tamzik. There's slightly different between vow and pledge. No, or samaya. Samaya, there's pledge. Samaya. There's slightly different between vow and samaya. Oh. Sama is similar, but it's not vow. You know. When you think of a vow, there's Buddhist vow, Tantra vow, Patimoksha vow. You know. So sama is no, some of the sama is none of them. So that's why they are slightly different between vow, domba means vow, tamsik, samaya. You know, they're slightly different. So tamsik say, okay, Lama say, okay, now you received the initiation. Now from now on, recite 21 mantras. That is samaya. Okay, that's pledge. They're given by lamas. That's not vow, but it's pledge. So. So this is like the presentation of the pledge or commitment or commitment. What's the difference between vow and commitment? Oh, there's not
A
a
vow is a type of commitment.
commitment. Or vow is like type of commitment. So anyway, but you could say pledge like commitment. You could say commitment. I think that's okay. Anyway, it's called samaya. It's called tamsik. So presentation, point number 6 is the presentation of commitment. Okay. So I so I did probably sambe sheche ba junju lunga go lojon khelam ba the gawa maga lojon khelam the magawas. Lojong, the 7-point mind training is dedicated. This 7-point mind training practice is dedicated to benefit living beings. So that's the main things. The 7-point mind training is dedicated to benefit living beings directly, indirectly. You get immense benefit. That's why you do that practice. It's not like, oh, I don't get any benefit, or other get benefit. That's not like that. Maybe sometimes you think like that. That's wrong thinking. Cherishing others means cherishing oneself. You know, that's the skillful way to do. So the 7-point mind training, teaching or practice dedicated to serve other living beings. Therefore, lojong kenlang the magawas. So make sure you know that your like day-to-day life behavior goes against that, you know, helping other living beings. That's what it means. So, torture was there's like here it listed like 18 pledge. It lists 18 pledge. Torture was. And the second one is like, you see the second one?
Transform your attitudes, but remain as you are.
Uh,
Transform your attitudes,
Second one.
but remain as you are.
That's the second one.
Well, they do it a couple of different ways. The first one is the 3 points. Train constantly in the 3 points. Your mind training should not become offensive.
What about this? Out of like 18 pledge, you are reading Shukila 18 pledge?
Yeah.
What is this?
These are just different translations.
Oh.
This one, the second one is change your attitude while remaining natural. And
Oh
then,
yeah. So that's good. So that's the good one.
Okay. Change your attitude while remaining natural.
Change your attitude. Then
While remaining natural.
Then the third one.
Speak not of the shortcomings of others.
I think the order is already mixed up there or maybe here.
Lama Yeshe archive, the numbering is different.
Yeah, what's the first one?
The first one is don't go against the mind training.
Oh, that's a good one. That's exactly like this. Then second one.
Don't be reckless in your practice.
Oh yeah.
And don't be partial.
Oh yeah. That's a good. So that match with this one. That match with this one.
Yeah,
Can you repeat
that's
the road?
Pabanko Rinpoche's. It's a Lama Yeshe Wisdom Archive.
Second one. Robbie? Can you repeat the second one?
Second one is don't be reckless in your practice.
Oh.
Third is don't be partial, always train in the three general points.
Because you understand the second one. Don't be reckless. Huh? The practice needs to be like summer stream. It needs to be. It's not like 3 days. Then you become Buddha. Then after that, Shasum Sanje in the monastery that happened. The neighbors wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. So then it only happened 3 days. Then that nickname called 3-day Buddha. 3 days you do so much. Then after that, you don't anything. So make sure that like ongoing. Make sure that the well that never get dried every day. Make sure put some drop there. Even just drop. So someone would say, do something every day, rather than doing so much. Then doing after a couple of weeks doing nothing. It's not like that. Every day doing something. Then the well is never going to dry up. There's always something's going in, rather than one day pour something, then maybe a week or month doesn't do anything. That's not good. Stream. Then third one, Chore Malwa.
Don't be partial, always train in the three general points.
Chore Malwa. So the partial means so practicing with somebody, practicing 7 point, but this I'm not going to be compassionate, like that. Don't pick. This is for all living beings. Don't pick. Can't just pick, like that. Chore Malwa. So then the fourth one.
Transform your attitude, but maintain behavior.
So this is important. Mentally, that you are thinking about the well-being of other being, but you don't have to say. You don't have to say, like, I'm thinking about your happiness. You don't have to say, but that's all done in the mind. Lunga if your realization is high as like divine being, but you act as a human being because you are human being. You act as a human being, Sometimes, like there's some other text, Then the number 5.
Don't speak of others in incomplete qualities.
So then direct, why people criticize me, you wonder why they criticize me, why they criticize her, why they criticize me. Everything according to Buddhism has causes, conditions, If you don't like to be criticized, should not criticize other, should not criticize. But every action has reactions. So action of criticizing other, so then there's a direct result of, you've been criticized. And you've been criticized, there's another type of result. There's that you experience, criticisms because you criticize somebody. So that's a little bit better. Another result is like then you will criticize continuously others. So there's no result like cause. That's not good. That's very unfortunate one. So therefore, that's the reason. Number 6, Robbie.
Don't concern yourself with others' business.
Oh yeah. Even though you see some fault of other people, don't don't do business with that fault. No, so I say, Shinji Chuntung tell me so even though you see some faults of other beings, but you should not, like engage, or maybe project, or maybe add on something. No, that's not good. That's what it means, Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't interfere. How you say?
Yeah. Don't concern yourself with others' business.
Don't, the other business here is like fault, other business. So not like the other somebody selling ice cream, not that kind of business, not ice cream business. Number 7.
Train to counter whichever disturbing emotion is greatest.
Even though we have many, but which one is more stronger? So we deal with that first. According to 7-point mountain, that says Number 8.
Give up every hope of reward.
You hear like like that. I'm not here like in like Tibet or something. It happens. Or from the town, I'm going to on the mountain, probably meditate. And while you are there, you're thinking, what people in the town, what they are thinking about me. So because I'm meditating here, now it's been like a month. So maybe are they talking something nice about me? Is there anybody bringing some offering? Like that kind of mindset. Then no good. No. So give up all the hope. Nyegur means all the offerings. Nyenda means fame. Oh, now all the people they are going to think, I'm something very, like amazing because I'm living in the mountain middle of nowhere, doing all this like that. So then you are not really meditating. You are meditating on fame, and you are meditating on offering, not really meditating on 7-point. Then number 9.
Avoid poisonous food.
Gejola tsinzi chinzi took the Madewa chawas, Gejola tsinzi. Gejola, when we do practice, tsinzi means that basically tsinzi refers to self-grasping mind. Not just mainly self-grasping mind, thinking self is something solid, inherent, absolute. Chinzi, that's like self-cherishing mind. So these are considered as poisons. So virtuous activities, practice, such these are considered as food. So you should not eat that food or use that food with this poison. See? Self-grasping mind, self-cherishing mind. I'm doing this for liberation. Not like as changes. I'm doing this just me to be happy, just me to have better health. Not like that. It's much bigger than me. Number 10.
Don't maintain misplaced loyalty.
Can you repeat?
Don't maintain misplaced loyalty. If
somebody harms you, kunji means that's like as subtle anger. Then you say, okay, now you harm me now, and I will wait for opportunities. Right now there are so many people. I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you something, but I will wait for the opportunities. When the opportunity arises, I will harm you back. Called kunji. There's like subtle anger.
This is like one tantric vow to. This is like one tantric vow to not keep poisonous friends or friends who are actively against the Dharma, actively trying to separate you from the Dharma practice. And I've got a question on that because my family, whom I love very much, is really strongly against the Dharma practice. And whenever I see them, they say terribly obscene things and stuff about my Dharma practice and don't say anything about this or don't say anything about that. And I know other people also have this problem. These are people we love. They're people we have responsibility towards. We have a great debt of kindness to repay. But they can destroy my Dharma practice faster than anybody I know. And I don't know if I should stay apart from them or engage more closely with them and practice Dzogchen or what. I'm so confused about that. Could you clarify on that point?
So actually, this number 10 is a little bit different than what you said in the tantric vows. But like avoiding object. So sometimes doesn't make sense to stay there, try to explain. It's not going to help. So better to create space. So no need to say. It's not easy, like that's very, very unfortunate that people should not talk of, should not. What is most important is loving kindness, compassion. Like these are important. Everybody should talk about that, importance of that, rather than talking about Buddhism, Christianity, Islam. This is not so. So better not to engage. Try to avoid. Unless so one of my distant relatives, she became Christian. It's very unusual in Tibetan communities, Christian. My mother was very, very, very angry, very, very angry, saying all kinds of things. Then I told my mom, don't say, everybody has a right to choose what they want to believe. So don't say anything, so don't say anything. And she said, oh, not just that, when she became Christian, she burned all the Buddha's image that she has in her house. Even though she burned Buddha's image, there's not going to hurt Buddha. It's all enlightened, doesn't matter. So you don't criticize somebody burn Buddha's image. Then you are going against the Buddha's advice. Buddha's advice is not to, criticize other people, to include everybody. So then I say, I don't blame you because you don't understand Dharma. So so I'm here explaining you. Even though somebody burned Buddha's image, the Buddha is not going to be hurt. That's just our perceptions. So anyway, it's not that especially my parents' generations, they have very strong mindset. It's not easy to change. But slowly I calm her down. So and she came to visit me. So then she brought a number of books that's in Tibetan. It's about Christianity. Then she's in front of my mother. She said, "Don't." My mother said, "Don't see her. Don't see her. If she comes, tell her you have no time. Don't see her. No, she's not. She's now non-Buddhist." So that's our relatives. She came, and she gave me some money. So I said, "I don't need money, so you keep your money." And she gave me some books. I said, "No, I'll take. I'll take the books." And she insisted the money, little money. She said, "Oh, this is the gift of God. You take." Keep. I said, "Okay." Keep. So my mom was really, really upset, sitting there. I don't know. But that's what she does. What you do. That's not. So you don't Anyway, these are very unfortunate things. People should not talk. They talk about something, importance of compassion, loving kindness. These are important to talk. When you get to why you talk of religion, that's not very good. Oh.
I've met a number of Christians. I've met a bunch of Christians who are actually, I'm almost kind of jealous that they're not Buddhists because they're so darn good.
Huh?
Because they're so good.
Ah.
Christians who are so
They're patient, they're tolerant, they're everything we should be.
I'm a Christian. I never unchristianed just because I practice Buddhism. I would never give up But my
This is your question? Is your question? What is the question or what?
It was just a statement.
Okay, oh yeah. So now, let's go. Oh yeah, nujula kunzi mijawitini. Shaba Lind. So then, Robbie.
Number 11,
Hmm.
don't make sarcastic remarks.
What does that mean?
that means like, Donald Trump is such a
No, sure.
peace-loving guy.
What is good? Robbie, please, can you say this again one more time?
Don't make sarcastic remarks.
Sarcastic remarks. Anyway, if somebody criticize you, shawa means, criticize. Lendu shawa sumichas means then you don't criticize back. Because you are practicing same-point mind training. Not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you do that, there's a lot of benefit. Shawala, lendu shawa sumichas. Make sense? Okay. If somebody criticizes you, and is it worth it to sacrifice your peace of mind? If somebody says something, somebody give you some look, is this worth it to sacrifice your peace of mind? Yesterday, I'm doing my prayer in my house downstairs. I just going around. At the same time, looking out the windows. So the one squirrel had my piece of fruit, persimmon fruit. I'm with my mala. I'm not doing prayers. I'm not saying. The intention is to well-being all sentient beings. That's the intention, because may all sentient beings have happy, cause of happiness. Say that before you do practice. Take reverence Buddha Namasanga. All of that is done. All the preliminary. So under the square was one big persimmon fruit. So I'm already worried about all the fruit on the trees. I thought was like say, okay, first thought is not something. It's not compassion. First thought, there's no compassion. So so it's just piece of fruit. It's not just only fruit. There are many fruit on the trees, but there's just one of them. So then when you see that, where's Dharma? There's no Dharma. Where's bodhicitta? There's no bodhicitta. So, but I didn't chase that squirrel away. I didn't chase. I didn't open the door and chase it. I didn't do that. I didn't chase that squirrel. I just looked, not with eyes of compassion, loving kindness, not with tolerant praise. I just looked, not thinking really good, but just look at. Then I changed my mind. I said, okay, so I'm not going to sacrifice my peace of mind for that fruit. So I just changed my mind slowly. Then shower, then nearly me showers. Then the number 12.
Number 12, don't lie in ambush.
Nearly me showers. Nothing to explain. Shinji Lusimla, never le me showers. Then number 13.
Don't strike at the vital point.
Don't harm the other people's physical body and mind. That's what it means. Don't harm their body and mind. Shinji Lusimla, nebe le mi chawas. Don't do something that becomes harmful for other people's body and their mind. Don't do that. Then, so number 14.
Don't burden an ox with the load of a zoe.
Rangi Junda, Kai, Shela Mingawa, Rangi Junda. So, it's your fault, but you say, oh, that's not my fault, it's like Donas's fault. Actually, it's your fault. Then how you say, blaming someone else, Rangi Junda, it's like, Kange Shela Miyawa. So, don't putting something negative on some other people's, Make sense? Rangi Junda, Kange Shela Miyawa. Then, number 15.
Don't abuse the practice.
That is the Ji Longje Rang Geji Onja Chibe Samja Pongas. giving up the actions and the mindset. They say, okay, like if something that belongs to Kadampa Center, if something that belongs to Kadampa Center, then you use that as your personal reason, personal gain. Or Longju means possessions, wealth. That wealth that belongs to hundred of people, not just one people. Like say Kadampa Center, no, like monastery. There's something that belongs to the monastery that you use for your personal purpose. Or maybe you, I say, try to control the monastery possession. You try to control, but you don't have control. That who has all the monks owns that. It's not your possessions. It's like possession of the monks, but you control that, and you try to use for your own like purpose. So make sense? Huh?
Sort of.
Oh, I am going to control. I am going to control. Not for the good for the people, but for my own benefit. If you control the Kadampa Center possessions, welfare of the people, the member, there's nothing wrong. But you are trying to control it for your own benefit. Make sense? Oh. Monastery, we have donations, we have money. So every year, every 3 years, there are new monks are elected to run the monastery. If you use some of the money for your own benefit, so that's what it means. Even just thought, you should give up. Even just thought, then actions to do those things. Make sense?
That's called embezzlement.
Robbie, that makes sense. Samba is the mind, the mindset, even the thought. Should not have even the thought, I'm going to use that like that. And then, number 16.
Number 16, don't sprint to win the race.
Lo jong je de la pen do rewa tam do mi jawa je. Lo jong je de la pen do rewa tam do mi jawa so. This is like this is like kind of like form of spirit. So whenever we feel kind of afraid of something, the first thing what we do, we generate fear, right? So if you like say, we never think about these are poor beings, they're stuck there, so I really want them to be liberated, free to take rebirth, or just like saying that, praying for them, and like doing online prayers, something like that. But that's not what we do. We try to eliminate them, thinking how to eliminate them, all of that. Number the last one.
No, 17.
17.
Don't turn gods into devils.
That is a little different. Here, don't be arrogant while you're practicing 7-point mind training, or don't think like, I'm the special one. No, I'm the only one who knows how to do 7-point mind training. I'm the only one who can recite by heart 7-point mind training. None of them. Don't be pride or arrogant. The last one.
Number 18, don't seek others' misery as a means to happiness.
So that's good. So that's second one. I'm not just something went wrong there. So. Or rang keep your taps was rang she do but the singing poem. So the rang keep your taps was unfortunately, some people they enjoy, when you see someone suffering, then you can enjoy, you make them suffer, when they suffer, then you can enjoy. That's something like that, So when you practice 7-point mind training teachings, Ranchi beso shen dunga dube, Ranchi beso shen dunga dube samba poncho. Yeah, that happens, like so your own happiness, you should not make, your happiness should not, you should not enjoy your happiness based on someone's sufferings, making someone suffering. That's oh yeah, so that complete the 18th pledge of the mind training teachings, 18th pledge. Oh yeah, that now the seventh last point, 7 point, point number 7. The advice, what do you call it?
The precepts of mind training.
The advice or the precept or advice or more like advice.
Presentation of the precepts of mind training. I don't know.
Presentation of the
Presentation of the precepts of mind training.
Precept or like presentation of the. It's better to say like advice. Probably labja means advice. So dumba, tejun dumba lojong labja nistani de so. Sorry, there's another 22 numbers. Oh yeah, 22nd. There's 22 numbers. So this is now all the sec for knowledge or sec of for the sake of knowledge. At the moment, it's for the sake of knowledge. Okay, for the sake of knowledge. Lojongi, Lojongi, Sage Nanjo, so Nanjo Tamje Shinji, Sem Shinji, Shin Pesim Konichawa Laba. So, Sage Nanjo so, no. Sage Nanjo means eating yoga. Sage Nanjo means eating yoga. Eating yoga. Easiest one is like seeing food as a medicine. Seeing food as a medicine. That's also, kind of eating yoga, but not like according to like Vajra not teaching, but while you're eating yoga means practice, eating practice. I mean, this is like, then thinking about the people who provide you food, and you are thinking, or may they able to enjoy the food of concentrations, not just gross. This gross, not gross. Gross means something we can touch, So right now somebody is offering me touchable food, and due to the merit of that, making offering to me, so may they able to enjoy the food of concentrations. Thing is, say, so you don't know. That means that you are praying for them to achieve highest level of concentrations. So then you don't need to rely on gross food, because there's so much joy generated by these concentrations. You don't need, you have another source to get energy. You don't need to, food is not the only source that you get energy somewhere else. So there's sage and nanjo, no sage and nanjo. The food offerings, when we make food offerings, they say, Kazemenda Dawaribas, see the food as a medicine, not just, and going to use that, not out of anger, attachment, simply to make this body healthy. So then I can create more merit. I can help, and I can at least mentally dedicate all my merit to other living beings. So now simply for my health, not to become stronger or look good, simply to make this body healthy. Therefore, I look at food as a medicine, not as something that like. Then I use that without anger and attachments, and see this medicines and people who are providing me the food. So I will pray for them to be able to enjoy the food of concentrations, food of thought, food of kamse, there's no, kamse means there's food that we eat, called kamse, this is no, all the vegetable. Sembese means the food of thought. Just to knowing that you have some food, you can live with that thought quite a long time. You don't have to eat, just having a thought that you have food there, you don't need to eat. Let's go food of thought, or sembese. The thing is the last one, food of concentration, that means, so then you're praying for the people who are providing you food, you're praying for them to able to enjoy the best food, the concentration food. Then you look at the food as a medicine, then you being mindful, then at the same time you're praying for people who provide food. Okay, there's a part of the food offering. It is like also eating yoga too. Sejin nanjo, sejin nanjo tamje. All the yoga, not just eating yoga, sleeping yoga, dream yoga, all the practice. Yoga means all the practice, not just eating. We discussed yesterday when you open the door and thinking something, oh, I'm going to open the door for the liberations. I'm leading people into the liberations. So like every activity, you can think something positive. Taking showers, cleaning all the defilements, not just clean the body, cleaning all the defilement, negative mind, things like that. Not just your negative mind, all living beings, like that. Need to educate ourselves to do everything with the intentions to benefit other sentient beings. Eating, drinking, cleaning, showering, everything that we do all day long. We do things, cleaning our body, cleaning the rooms, eating all of that with, the beneficial mind, beneficial mind to other sentient beings. Okay. Oh yeah. So now, not looking at the time is now. So I was close hiding here. So I'm looking here, close here. So the time is already passed. So next Wednesday. Out of 22 advice, the first one is finished. Now we have 21 Thara left. Next Wednesday, 21 Thara. Dagi chinya saben ge wade dan dan wa gulang kam dan chabar jo lo zo to ba tembe nyimbo ren do so
In the gold player book, turn to page, I think it's 236 and 235 and 236. So we'll chant stanzas 1 through 4. 235. Gewadi Nududa Lama Sangye Dujune Dowa Chikyan Malupa Dei Sala Gerpasho Chanchu Sencho Rinpoche Make Panam Ke Gyuchi Ke Wanyampa Me Paya Gone Gondu Pelwasho Champel Power Chita Kempadam Kudu Zambo De Yande Jingte Eda Kungi Jesu Da Lochi Kewadi Da Tanche Raptuno Tu Sun Shepe Kewa Tanche Ki Nyowa kala chodu na wa de. Geshe Gelek sawa di kun kyang. Sampo chu churab tu ngowargi. Then to page 244 and 245. Gandhi rawe kowe shinkam di. Tendan dewa malu shungwe ne. Chenre zingwan tenzing yatsoi. Shape sinte bardu tenjuchi. Then to page 245. Shonui en alang wa shotu. Awatare tsembarat sopa. Lozan gewe deton le persho. Shasu gengyu lama sowa de. Then 244. Tupsu chanjin jangun gewe. Tenzin kyom pewe kunzu do potse. Choksun kuwele mutudu. Adok so du shekun du shakten sho. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Good night. Good night.